this pretty moth. Just hanging out on the side. So today this is where we're headed towards. Lots of waterfalls. It's going to be a beautiful day. I got a late start. Station 19E is very popular with hikers. Very, very, very popular with hikers. And, you know, understandably so. I'd originally planned to do an 18-mile day. Not gonna happen. And the main reason for that is because they shuttle everyone into breakfast at like 8 o'clock into town, and then they pick them back up around 9:30, 10-ish or whatever. And subsequently, the shuttles to the trailhead, there's not very many of them. So today it might be like more of a 9-10 mile day. And then tomorrow I will be hiking a bunch. So, but I'm not complaining too much. I mean, I get to hang out at some waterfalls, so that's pretty cool. And it's sunny and it's lovely. So, yeah. At least that's the plan for now. We'll see. Oh, I forgot to mention one thing I'm super excited about today is I'm going to pass the 400-mile mark. Yay! So that's awesome. I'm going to have 400 miles down, and I feel so great about that. It's around Jones Falls, and that's about, I don't know, 3 to 4 miles away. I'm going to be taking some breaks. I'm going to be passing a viewpoint on a bald, Isaac Cemetery. I like cemeteries, so if it's kind of near the trail, I want to check it out. And then Jones Falls. So excited. So the forest right now smells really, really good. I think it's because there's a bunch of these flowers blooming. Like, smells like perfumey, like it's definitely flowers. And I think it's because there's a bunch of these white ones blooming all over the place. I noticed it yesterday when I was hiking. So they smell really good, whatever they are. So I'm gonna do my best not to show any names that are like pretty new. I thought this cemetery would be older for some reason. It's actually quite new for the most part. I only see a few older gravestones. Like, this is a newer gravestone, obviously. But this style, this one, is older. I can tell by the kind of rock it's made out of. So let's see what year. 1924. So 1893 to 1924. And then let's see, another older one is, there's some over here. I don't know if people are interested in this. I'm interested in cemeteries. I like looking at the cemetery artwork of the headstones. So this one's 1842 to 1910. This one is 1906. Aww. Okay, so 61 years old. Permilla, that's an interesting name. So we have this little one. The head marking is very, very faded. Let's see, 1888 to 1889 possibly, so a child. But yeah, I won't show you all of them, but I'm going to take a look around. Whoops, hold on. I think I got a new one in there. I might have to blur that out. So yeah. Actually, I'm going to show you one more. I find this one interesting. It's got the person's initials, but there's no date of birth or death. So I'm not sure what that means. I'll have to do some research. I know like there's like anonymous headstones sometimes. Like, so there's a couple in the ground where it just, like this one says unknown, and this one says unknown, so I don't know if there was like a murder or something, or somebody died and they couldn't identify them. But there's also a few where it just has, you know, mother or father, and that's it. So, 400-mile marker. Look at that beauty. Yay, I did it. And catalog's right behind me. So yeah, catalog was nice enough to take some photos of me. But yeah, I made it to 400. Yay. Oh man, I'm so happy. I have 1,800 miles left to go. I guess this is the best we can do. So sorry. I did 400 miles. I did 400 miles. Woo, woo, woo. And now to the waterfall at point 6, so I can take lunch and enjoy a nice little view. So bye. So I'm at Jones Falls, and at the moment it looks like I have the place to myself, which is neat. And I am going to have some lunch. Part of my lunch is literally a cucumber, some luncheon meat, and maybe those baby carrots. So I turned around the corner and realized we were gonna walk along this river slash giant stream. And it's so clear that you can see all the rocks. It's so cool. So yesterday when I said we weren't sure where the official like end of the state line for North Carolina was, it's because like when we were looking on Got Hooks and stuff with the map, it looked like we crossed back into North Carolina territory after we crossed the sign. But I don't think that's the case. I could be wrong. Because each year on the AT, the length changes a little bit, and they also like reroute the trails sometimes a little bit. So that's why it could be partially wrong. Like Harper's Ferry is a good example. So Harper's Ferry is like the mental halfway point, but and then there's like a halfway point sign that's not the actual halfway point depending on the year. And then there's the actual halfway point according to like Gut Hooks and the AT-AWOL guide for that year. So like last year it was like the trail was 2,190 miles, 0.2, I think. And then this year is 2,191.2. So they added a mile, 0.2. Because it comes out with Amicalola, it comes out to 2,200 miles, like even. So that's what I meant by that. But I'm going to stop rambling and get hiking to the second waterfall, and I will show you that when I get there.